I'll do the intro. And welcome back to another episode of the John Wayne Surge Protector podcast, a 60/40 production. I'm Eric Halsey.
Still Alex Midway on my end.
How we doing over there? Wild stories coming out of the news this week.
We got a few things coming out. It's one thing we're also going to start off with. It's going to start doing two little staples here. One's going to be the Tesla ticker. Like, how is the price of out-burning rocket cars doing? And today it is $221, and it's down 5%. Drive it down, flip off a Tesla truck when you get a chance.
Just remember, no jury in the world would convict you for running one off the road.
Yeah. It's not a jury of your peers who would convict you of doing anything. And I got to do just about 1 inch of snow, and they'll sputter in that thing anyway.
Just remember, if they have the "I bought this before Elon went crazy" sticker on the back, they're still good people, and you should just let it go.
Wrong. Tesla truck is actually, you bought it after he went crazy. It wasn't released before he went nutty.
No, I meant Teslas in general. Cybertruck, we already had a whole episode on it. Just run them over.
Yeah. Cybertruck, you're fully committed to the S-Shell. Like, you have no excuse for doing the things that you did. You deserve everything that's coming to you.
TESSLA.
So the other update that we're doing is how the war in Ukraine is doing, and how is that wonderful strategic genius Vladimir Putin up to? Well, Sweden is now deploying Gripen fighter jets to Poland for the first time ever. These in 2019, the Air Force commander of Sweden said these things were made to shoot down Sukhoi. Sukhoi is the type of jet that the Soviets used, and Soviet Russia, it's interchangeable. You can say either one. But yeah, they're now located down in Malbork, Poland, just a short 122-mile drive to the inner city of Kaliningrad. So, in case you're wondering, both Sweden and Finland ended up joining NATO thanks to Putin's war in Ukraine, or because he tried to stop them from joining NATO, having Nazis, being originally Russian. I forget the reasoning why it started, but it's going great.
Well, no matter what the reason is, this is 100% Ukraine's fault. So that's pretty clear.
They're run by Nazis, but have a Jewish president, because that makes sense.
That's what North Korea told me.
So, in addition to fuel this wonderful war, you might be wondering, like, wow, they're going to win this thing in a heartbeat. They're just they're killing our game. Well, they're killing all right. They've updated their draft system. Whereas beforehand, they used to mail out postcards to you. They have now gone digital. So now when they send you an email, all your passports are straight up blocked. You're not allowed to leave the country, and you are stuck in there. They're also getting ready to draft about 300,000 more people. And if you're wondering, I'm sorry. Last fall, they already drafted 300,000, but apparently those people are no longer here with us. So they're getting ready to draft 160K more.
Well, you know what? It sounds like the whole country's just all behind it just as much as we are, and they're just ready to fight. Yeah, anytime you need to draft, things have gone poorly.
Well, you're doing almost 500,000 people, and you're drafting them, not just be like, hey, man, we got some cool incentives, and you'll save on college. But, like, nah, you can't leave this place. You got to go fight in a meat grinder. Like, things aren't going well. The guys making Volvos are sending jets towards your cities. Like, I don't know, man. Maybe I rethink it.
You remember when that whole what's that area called? That Nova Scotia, or not Nova Scotia? The whole Sweden and Finland and that whole area of just peacefulness where they have longer life expectancy and people are generally happier. When they start sending out the weapons.
Dude, the Taliban came out and spoke against the actual invasion. Like, bro, like the dudes are stoning women. Like, they're putting them in pits in the desert and throwing rocks at them because they didn't have their hat on. Like, and they're like, hey, man, you got to look in the mirror, Vlad. Like, come on, dude. You're in the wrong. Let's just admit it.
Yeah.
But yeah.
Sometimes it's the problem is you.
Yeah. So, moving right along to domestic affairs. And, well, our buddy Armando Abrego Garcia, he's a gentleman from Maryland who was deported. And the government straight up came out and they said, yeah, man, we messed up. It was a clerical error, but currently El Salvador is citing an old age adage, and it's actually written law that no take-backsies. So we can't bring them back.
Did I also see old City Miles Levitt say it was a clerical error and then also in the same breath call him a gang member?
They haven't proved he's a gang member. Like, they haven't even tried. All they've been saying is like, hey, man, we can deport dudes. And like, that's been the argument, and we'll get more into the whole thing. But currently, just taking into perspective, you're in this country and you're here legally now. Granted, he did come here illegally, but a lot of people have, and after that, you can become a legal resident. He was on the path to it until he was yoked up, shoved in an ice van, and is currently now chilling inside of an actual giant prison while people keep showing that he's innocent. So he's got 0 street credit in there. And I would be surprised if he's had his dessert to eat a single time and not a large man has taken it from him.
That's what happens when you send citizens to jail.
As a K, man, I just want to do good things. Like, wrong. He's like, you get on this plane. So his wife is essentially suing the U.S. government, and obviously she's winning. I mean, even they've came out and said, like, he's there because of a clerical error. We don't have a Control-Z. We don't have a backspace. We don't have an undo. Like, think about that. Like, it's wild. Like, they can grab a dude off the streets, mail him out, be like, yeah, we can't get it back. Like, what do you mean? It's just the opposite of sending him there.
There's not a chance. Honestly, if they really want him back, they just need to go on to some sort of newscast, something national, and be like, President Trump doesn't have the power to bring him back. He's not powerful enough. That guy would be back here by lunchtime.
just hit him with the no balls.
Yes, exactly. That's all it takes.
Hey, Donald, no balls, you bring this guy back. Like, next plane over. Like, I'm the best. I have big balls. My balls ginormous, even as big as my hands. Honestly,
you know what? Even better than that. Next, we just need some sort of Hollywood award show, one of the Golden Globes or something, just for someone to be like, Biden would have had this man back already.
Yeah.
Then old Trump with the nuh-uh, and then it's just done. Just treat it like
it was just equal. So they're out there arguing, and one of the things that they do, you first have to argue with the U.S. District Court. So they came out and said, hey, man, that guy needs to come back on Monday. And the judge there is Judge Paula Zenas. She's the judge who graduated from Harvard. So, yeah, she kind of knows what he's doing. But in the government's defense, she was put in there by Barack Hussein Obama. So clearly a George Soros plant.
Oh, it's a DEI thing then.
Yeah. It's Harvard graduates are out when you don't agree with the DEI. Meanwhile, J.D. Vance,
why won't anyone in Greenland take pictures with me?
Couldn't even leave a base, got no friends. He's even funny when he went to Quantico, dressed up like a goober.
You just know that guy's wife hates him with a passion.
Well, it's not like he's been kind to her. She's like, yeah, I have a wife, but she's an Indian. Like, bro. Like, even Ted Cruz shows more respect.
How do you say Melania in Indian? That's what that is, buddy.
That's insane. So one of the things, so then afterwards, the government was making an argument. Erez Ruveni, he was making arguments. Apparently, he didn't do a very good job in front of a judge. Like when he was arguing to keep our boy down there in El Salvador, like he's exasperated. Told the judge, he's like, "Yeah, man." He's like, "I'll be honest with you. Like, I don't think he should have been removed." Well, that doesn't fly in this administration. You can't say the emperor's got no clothes because him and his supervisor were both put on admin leave.
That sounds about right.
Now, here comes the wild part. So, Pam Bondi, she runs a tight ship. But it's like, she's asking people, let's see, what was her exact quote? At my direction, every Department of Justice attorney is required to zealously advocate on the behalf of the United States. I don't know about you. I've never worked at my job zealously. Like, bro, this is a paycheck. I kind of like what I do most days, but I'm not about to be a fanatic for the cause. And at what point does the government employees, you just start seeing a bunch of them walking around missing pinkies like it's a Yakuza? Like, you mess up, you miss a pinky, but like you keep going back to work because you're a zealot.
You know, if all these congressmen and senators in his pocket were true zealots, they would also be dressing like Kid Rock.
That's a respectful outfit of the day. Not Zelensky's stupid sweater.
Yeah, a bunch of sweaters like a bunch of nerds. No, you know, you need a shiny sequenced red, white, and blue jumpsuit.
They have a stuffed bald eagle like a little pirate on his shoulder. Whoa!
Like if Elvis was from Florida.
Just did a lot more uppers than downers. Well, I guess I'm not saying if you say you're from Florida, but you know, just wanted to clarify for those in the crowd.
I hate Florida.
Yeah. Yeah, going back, like, in case you didn't, like, zealot doesn't ring a bell. Zealot is a person who is fanatical and uncompromising in pursuit of their religious, political, or other ideals. Like, think of a single job you worked where you zealously went to work.
Yeah, and you won't find a single person. You know why? Because no cult member considers it work.
Yeah. I mean, when you love what you do, deporting brown people, you'll never work a day in your life. Jesus.
Yeah, they're only looking for yes man and someone that'll just toe that company line. Just keep telling a lie over and over, and eventually it becomes the truth.
There it is, Goebbels. Oh, throwback to the last episode. But after they got denied at the district court, they did appeals. And this part that doesn't make sense to me, and I probably should have paid more attention in high school classes, like the legal classes. But the U.S. Circuit Court of Appeals in Richmond, Virginia, heard the case, whereas the first court was D.C. Now it's being held in Virginia, and this was a 3-judge panel. And they came out and they said, like, hey, man, and this is pretty, I don't know why it needs to go to a court. It's like when they do studies, be like, oh, if you eat McDonald's daily, you gain a lot of weight. Like, I don't know why we blew 20 million on this. I could have told you that regardless. But they came out and said, you can't just snatch up legal residents and send them out without due process. And they're like, no, this is denied. We're upholding a ruling. He's got to be back by Monday, 11:59 p.m. Like, but the person making the argument for this side was Solicitor General Dean John Sawyer. Sawyer or Sawyer? I think Sawyer, like 6
Sour?
Yeah, close. Brewer Sawyer. So he's got to actually tell the actual judges, he's like, hey, man, we got to do this. And, well, you might think, like, this guy's got no chance in hell, but you would be surprised because this is the same guy who was arguing back in the day when they were talking to the Supreme Court about the president being able to call in SEAL Team 6 to just murk people. And when I asked him this, my guy, to his credit, did not miss a beat and wasn't like, well, I never said that. He's like, it's a gray area. And they won that argument, if you remember that. Like, it's insane. And his argument on this one, he was essentially saying that the will of a president shouldn't be overruled by some judge. So essentially we're going towards this branch of a government should rule like, I don't know, rhymes with Bing. Pretty sure we had a war about it, but that's currently the argument on this one.
See, I don't get why you buy all these Supreme Court judges if you can just find your way to going like, no, there are no checks and balances.
Well, you buy them because there's an update on this.
Oh, no, excuse me.
As we are recording this on Tuesday, the deadline of Monday night has passed. And while two courts of normal human beings, I'd be like, yeah, that seems legit. You guys even came out and said you effed up. Bring it back. The Supreme Court that brought you Citizens United and all kinds of Roe versus Wade being overturned, those bangers, they came out and said, nah, we want to hear this one. Let them stay down there. Can you, again, this is just a family man in a prison with convicted serial killers. And he's like, oh boy, I'm out of here Monday. Probably just hoping like he doesn't have to go to the showers one more time. That soap's getting slippery. He hasn't had dessert. He's like, I'm getting out of here. Like, no way the Supreme Court says no. And they're like, yeah, stay.
Well, the Supreme Court did not just say no. They said we're gonna wait and see. So it's not a true we have a king thing yet. It's on its way. It's not there yet. They're saying we're going to wait and see. So I'm calling it right now. This guy ends up dead in prison sometime in the next 2 weeks.
Still not mailing his body back.
Well, they could. I don't know how dignified that transfer will be, but we'll get to that shortly.
Definitely not showing out to that one. But another banger on this one hit. So not only does the Supreme Court be like, hey, man, we're not bringing this guy back. Today, the White House had a press conference, and there was a question. The White House press secretary, Carolyn Leavitt, mentioned that Donald Trump's idea to potentially deport violent and heinous U.S. citizens. And then at the end, like, oh, yeah, if it's legal. Like, so again, we're going down a very slippery road. Like, right now, we're just getting like, that guy was legal. But a U.S. citizen is the next step. Like, this thing's escalating.
And the scariest part, because I've seen a handful of videos, there's not bulletproof vests with ice across the chest. These aren't badges on necklaces. These are completely unmarked people with no credentials, no nothing, just random guys grabbing other people. Like, at some point, how many of these ICE guys are just going to end up shot just because you don't know it's ICE? It's just some random kidnapper. You know what I mean? Like,
you're walking out thinking it's your Uber Eats order, and your McFlurries arrived. Next thing you know, you're in a Salvadorian prison just getting shanked in the showers. Like, that is a horrible turn of events.
I mean, let's say I'm a U.S. citizen and, I don't know, one of those really nice places like Jacksonville, Florida, right? And let's say I've had my McDonald's hash browns for breakfast and washed it down with a couple quick hits of Wasp. And all of a sudden, some 3 unmarked guys hop out of a van and just start coming after me, running and trying to chase me down. I don't know who they are. So since I'm in an open carry state, what's stopping me from just blasting and asking questions later? Where am I back the blue fellas, huh?
No, we turn real quick and don't tread on me when it's against us. If I break the law, it's don't tread on me. If a person of color breaks it, then it's back to blue, baby.
Hey, regardless, we're all fully aware this is Joe Biden's fault. But
old sleepy dirty Joe over there, him and Kamala Harris.
I hate them. I hate them all.
They're not even in power. You can't blame them anymore. Like, the guy literally signed a terrorist. That's when the stock market tanked. He's like, Kamala Harris. Like, come on, God.
Well, remember, he was blaming Obama for everything just last year.
I thought he was a Gitmo.
Don't worry about my truths or what I've said in the past. Just listen to my words now.
Jesus.
don't trust your eyes, trust my voice.
Yeah. Listen to the sound of my calming voice yelling about brown folk.
Unbelievable. Well, luckily, that's all we've had to deal with in the past 2 days, 3 days, 4 days. What hell has it been? Thursday
to Tuesday.
All right. Well, oh wait, there is more. So on Thursday, our fearless leader decided to niche the dignified transfer of 4 American soldiers that died in a training accident in Lithuania. And instead, he opted to send Pete Hegseth. Okay, it's fair. I'm assuming he was at home keeping a hard eye on this flourishing stock market crash. Never mind, he was in Mar-a-Lago hosting a LIV golf tournament dinner for golfers. It's Saudi-backed, by the way.
That's an American business.
Yeah. As long as you're not looking at where the rest of the money's coming from.
Yeah.
You may remember a couple years ago, August of 2021, Joe Biden went and did one of these dignified transfers and looked at his watch at one point to check the time and was crucified on conservative media. Man, honestly, that's his fault. If he was going to check his watch, he should have been, hosting foreign golf tournaments.
He did check his watch a couple times, but it also took about half an hour. And when you have a president, that's actually doing things, sometimes you'll check your watch, that's not disrespectful to the troops. I can check my watch and still offer condolences and everything else. The fact that he went there should tell you something. But say what you will, Trump learned from that mistake and said, ain't going to catch me watching these suckers and losers get offloaded. I'm going to be playing golf. And Pete Hegseth just heard there was an open bar, so he showed up.
Everyone knows, besides birthday party and graduation, the third best party you can ever go to is a wake.
Yeah. There's 4 different guys there, too. Plus the military wake. It's not even people you know. Come on. Let's get hammered.
Well, since I already came close to it, I guess we should do a real time for my favorite segment, the niche and the akya.
So our first.
That's a niche.
Niche. Prospering markets. Ugh. Who needs a flourishing stock market? Clearly, voters don't care anything at all about that. Instead, we prefer the tank. But
stock market, none of these things were ever a problem.
Akya.
Our akya goes to Doge. I know everybody's got a lot of problems with it, but Uncle Elon's over here and he's doing his best to make this government as efficient as possible, as cheaply as possible. So after getting rid of, 160,000 jobs, something along those lines, coming up.
It is cost savings.
Yeah, it is cost savings. So instead, we're going to put that money right back into American citizens' wallet. And never mind. Instead, we're going to use those funds to host Trump's 79th birthday party, North Korean military-style parade.
Yeah. In that defense, technically, it is also the Army's 250th birthday. But let's be honest, it's not about the Army. The Army's been alive for 250 years, and they never asked to roll Abrams down a North Capitol Street.
Well, they're about to. So as of right now, tentatively speaking, he tried this back in 2018. He went to Bastille Day over in Paris, and they had a military-style parade. And evidently, according to insiders, he ranted and raved about how I need to have something bigger than that. It's the most beautiful thing I've ever seen. So in 2018, he said, we're going to do it. But he was stopped by military leaders after they said this parade going from Arlington to the White House, roughly a little over 4 miles, would cost roughly $92 million.
We have it.
Obviously, all that Social Security money we're saving.
Yeah, USAID's no more, so that's $3. And honestly, I think Arlington to here is way too much. I think it should start out in Mar-a-Lago. A multi-state parade. I mean, France has it down there. Like, what are we, as weak as France? We do it over multiple state lines, baby. The logistics of that? Amazing. Let's not even think about that. But yeah, let's do it.
Well, on top of the $92 million back in 2018 dollars, DC officials also weighed in and went, hey, man, we're estimating this is going to cost the district $21 million in road damages because we're accustomed to having vehicles like, cars, small trucks, motorcycles, not tanks and friggin' airplanes rolling down the street. By the way, other than LA and New York, DC is on the top 4 of worst traffic in the continental United States. When a bicycle event happens around here, people go ape. It's insanity. To have something like this is going to absolutely shut down the entire city.
I mean, you can cut off a bicyclist. You're not cutting off a Bradley. I feel like this will go a lot smoother than you think. And those DEI hires down in D.C. need to go ahead and shut up. Like, these are the same people who are actually painting Black Lives Matter. So he wants to definitely take the tanks over that road.
Well, they already started destroying it. So I guess the tanks will just ground up whatever the chalk was. I don't know.
We're getting the ones from Israel that have been ripping up streets, baby. Straight out of Gaza deployments, we're ripping up DC streets. God forbid they say anything positive.
So in 2018, we had a little bit of common sense, and he actually listened. He went, maybe $92 million seems like a bit excessive for my birthday. But it's 2025 now, buddy. Common sense can kick rocks.
Those guardrails are off, man. Spend. We got the money.
Yeah, now that we're no longer paying out all these 300-year-old Social Security checks and whatnot, that's totally true. Don't bother fact checking. Birthday boy's gonna get that big old Kim Jong-il party he's always said he's deserved.
The whole tariff thing. I mean, we completely skipped over that. And what's it called? John Oliver had a great bit on that one as far as how they calculated everything. And it's the dumbest thing on the planet. Like, I can go into government and say I will save the government millions of dollars. Like, it's very simple. I can go to any job and say I'll save you $1 million, and it just fire everybody. Doesn't mean the business is going to be viable afterwards. Like, this is the dumbest thing on the planet. Like, I'll save you guys money. I'll just fire everybody. Like, cool. Who's going to run all these places? Like, well, we don't need them. Like, yeah, we kind of do, man. Yeah, I don't know. Rat and rave.
Like I told you, buddy, you can take that common sense and shove it right back into your 2018 hole. It's 2025. We're living in the now.
Gonna indoctrinate that thing out of me. It's I'll be on the bright side. At least I'll be on a plane soon. Never been to El Salvador.
P.S. Just came to me while we were recording. Do you think Trump is furious El Salvador has a bigger jail than us?
There's no way we have a bigger jail than us.
It's like the biggest on earth.
Biggest? Are you saying there's the biggest jail than something that I have? I have the biggest jail. If anything, we might not have a quality, but we definitely got the quantity.
No, we have quantity, but they've got the biggest. They've got the best. It's like he famously said after 9/11, now I've got the biggest building in New York.
Well, after we move back,
proud to be an American.
After we move back all the factories, start steel production, and make Nikes here again, which will then run about $700 a pair. Like, I'm sure we'll work on the jail business too. None of this makes any sense.
Like I said, if you want sense, go to Canada.
Go anywhere
now.
Literally go to Afghanistan. You'll freaking find it there. But yeah, it's enough getting riled up. It's time to get my evening cigar and unwind a little bit. I'm Alex Midway.
I'm Eric Halsey.
Daddy, chill.
Later, Gators.